Hello, last but not least, part 3 of our April 27th lesson, and this is on writing review. So as I mentioned, our extra credit assignment for ELA for quarter 3 is going to be a narrative assignment on why it's important to wash your hands. So we're going to review what exactly a narrative is. So you may recognize this worksheet from class, and I'm going to send this out. So a personal narrative. It can be a personal narrative because it can be a story about you. So if we're doing our story on washing hands or any topic, it could be something that happened to you. It could be something that happened to someone you know. So if someone you know has an important story or a good story on washing their hands, you can use that. Or last but not least, what's fun about narrative writing is you can make up a character. So if there's a character you want to make up and they have an interesting story, why it's important to wash their hands, then you can use that too, as long as it's answering the question and it's related to the topic. That's what we would write right there for topic. You write washing your hands, your title, you can make up your own title. The purpose, why would you be writing that? Well, it's to tell people why it's important to stay healthy. So let's take a look at an example. We're going to see how this outline can come together. And then I'm going to show you an example I did on a different topic that's not about washing hands. So this is a story on helping. Let's take a look at this narrative and see how this student did this. Oops. So it's called Helping. So I helped my aunt take care of her baby boy at her house. First, I gave the baby a bottle because he was hungry. Next, I put the baby down for a nap when he was sleepy. Finally, I helped give the baby a bath after he woke up. I'm glad I helped my aunt with her baby. So I'm going to point out a few parts from here that you can see in this narrative. So the first sentence, I helped my aunt take care of her baby boy at the house. Right after reading that first sentence, I know what this narrative is about. So if you didn't just say helping, because that's what the topic was, they gave an example. So it says who her aunt taking care of her baby boy at her house. Now it says first I gave the baby a bottle. It says next and finally. This is important. These are transition words. And those are important because they help your story flow. Because without it, it would just be like a list. It would say, I gave the baby a bottle. I put the baby down for a nap. I helped give the baby a bath after he woke up. Those are all true things and those are good details, but it's a little choppy without these words. So first, next, and finally helps the story all flow together. And last, this is the conclusion. This is this part of the outline. So your topic sentence and conclusion. So the topic sentence, remember, is I helped my aunt take care of her baby boy. The conclusion says, I'm glad I helped my aunt with her baby. So this wraps it all together. So you're bringing it back to the beginning and saying what your story was about. So it doesn't just end. So you can write a narrative on any topic. It can be on helping, on washing your hands. It could be fun things too. Like if you had a superpower, what superpower would it be and why? You can write stuff about that. You can write about a football game. You can write about an adventure. Basically anything. That's what's super fun about narrative writing. So in the other story in the newsletter is about Poppleton, which is a story on someone getting surprised. During the lesson today, I made myself an outline on a story about getting surprised. So this is an outline I filled out to help me write it. So I have one time my friend surprised me for my birthday, just like Poppleton's friends. So this is interesting because you can also use stories too. So if you have a story on someone washing their hands or a story that you know of that's related to a topic, you can refer back to it. This was called Sleigh Ride. So I can say, like in this story, because that's detail and it helps relate to the topic. So first, they all made a cake. Next, they planned a spot to surprise me. Last, they gave me the cake and we had a fun party. Now, conclusion. Remember, I'm wrapping the story together and bringing it back to the beginning. That is what happened when my friends surprised me. So that is something I did on being surprised. So that is narrative writing. Remember, you can write it on any topic, but it's good to follow this format.